Okay, today we will see some wisdom keys. Yeah, I don't know whether we discussed this before. It's a small points like some. It's called like wisdom keys, which will help you to unlock the heavenly treasure. We didn't discuss here before.
Oh, brother.
Okay. Anyway, if we didn't discuss, then we'll discuss a lot. It's good to know. Okay. The first point is the size of your problem determines the size of your reward. The size of your problem determines the size of your reward. Is it true? Now,
yes.
if you see in any company, when you're going for a interview, do you know why they are selecting you in that company? Or why they are calling you for the interview?
Sometimes experience and qualifications. Right?
It's all okay. If you carefully analyze the root cause, they have some. Okay, even a construction worker, they are recruiting a construction worker. That means what? They have to make keep the brick in a proper place, and they don't have a person to do. So they need somebody to do. Okay. If we are recruiting an office boy, we need somebody to take tea or coffee for the employees. That is the main point. There is a problem. So they want to solve that problem. So in other words, you are appointed in any company to solve some problem in that company. That is why we are appointed in a company. If Magesh is appointed in the bank, then he has to solve their problem with something. Okay. So now the people who are getting low salary, they are solving small problems. Now office is there. If you don't give coffee at the right time or tea at the right time to a manager, it's not a big problem for the company. Okay, it may be a little discomfort for the manager. But manager don't perform well, then what will happen? The company will collapse. Or the MD perform well, the company will go. So he is solving a problem of 100 million. So naturally he is getting a more salary.
Yeah.
So when the problem is big, when you solve the problem, your reward is more. So his problem is good or bad?
Good, no? It's good.
But his people think like that.
Yeah.
People never think like that. So if this were the important thing, if you tune your mind, yes, there's a big problem, then more reward. Spiritually, when it comes to, that is for the worldly thing. Spiritually, when you're facing through some big problem, that means God wants you to promote to the next level. So when you solve, spiritually go to the next level. So problem is good. When a problem, we should not think, okay, it is difficult, it is bad, why I'm getting problem. This mindset we have to change. Now, if David never killed Goliath, is there any possibility for him to become a king? There's no way. Correct? So, but David never thought Goliath as a big problem.
Yeah.
If he thought him as a big problem, he would have never killed him. You can make a note of this. So problem is not a blocking wall. Problem is a door for your next season. And problem unlocks your future. Because you overcome the problem, you are entering to the next level. So it is opening your future. It is not blocking your future. But what normally people think, this problem has come to destroy me. That's what people think. But actually, problem is a door for your future. It's a door for your opportunity. That's why always winners think. The guys who win, they think, okay, this is an opportunity. Those who fail think this is a problem. So how you approach the problem is very important. Now, death on the cross, is it a big problem or a small problem? Death on the cross voluntarily at the age of 33. Is it a small problem or big problem? Carrying the sin or sickness of the whole world.
It's a big, I cannot imagine.
That's the biggest problem. So he solved the biggest problem.
Yeah.
He got the greatest reward.
Yeah.
Okay. So Jesus never thought cross as a block or cross as a curse or cross as a defeat. He cross as a way to save the people. He saw that is the future. So that is why he embraced the cross.
Yeah.
But when problem comes, we think, oh my God, just now one is gone, now another one is come. So we have to come thought. That's very important. Okay. So problem is an announcement that God has finished with your presence and he wanted to promote you to the next level. So if problem comes, what is the meaning? God is telling you,
reward.
Yeah, God is telling you, you finished with the current situation. I want to promote you to the next level. Priya sister, you missed a very important point.
Yes.
Is it nice topic or topic, sister? Very interesting, no? Agra sister.
Yes, brother.
Okay, this is a wisdom key system. The size of your problem determines the size of your reward. Okay, so if you solve small problem, you'll get small reward. If you solve big problem, you'll get big reward. So I gave an example. If office boy, we recruit office boy to solve a small problem. What is the problem? Some of the staff need tea or coffee at a particular time. So that is a problem in the company. He is appointed to solve that problem. So he solves the problem. So he is getting a salary 2,000 or 3,000 dirhams. Okay. And they're recruiting MD also for the company. He has to solve 10 million or 20 million or 50 million worth of problem. So that is why his salary is high. So it depends upon the more problem you solve, or the reward depends upon the magnitude or size of the problem you solve. So I'm telling, it is good to solve big problem, catch big fish.
Yes.
Yeah, there is one gentleman, businessman. He was one of the richest men in the world. One of the richest men, Warren Buffett. Most of you might have heard him. He is a technical guru in the investment industry. Okay, he has an investment company. So he invests money in a different company. Sometime he dinner with people. One dinner, if somebody has to sit with him, they have to pay $1 million.
$1 million?
$1 million to sit with him for one dinner. They can ask any question on the share market. It is true.
Shama.
It is true. Okay. And I read some of the interview from the people who already attended that dinner. Paying 1 million for one-time dinner. People are paying and attending. When they came out, they interviewed these people. Is it really worth spending 1 million? And they are saying it is much more than 1 million. We learn more than. So that person in 1 or 2 hours solving a problem which they cannot solve in their lifetime. That is why they are paying 1 million and going and having no. So the size of the problem which you solve determines the size of the reward. This in the worldly sense. So spiritually also, the size of the problem you overcome spiritually, that determines the reward which you receive spiritually. Is it clear, sister?
Yes, brother, it's clear.
Yeah.
Clear, sister.
Is it good to have problem or bad to have problem?
Good. It's good, brother.
Okay. Is it good to have a small problem or is it's good to have a big problem?
Big ones.
Big one. So you want a big problem. Good. Now, we take the life of Joseph, yeah, in the Old Testament, Genesis 41. We can refer that later. Now, he was called to interpret the dream of the king Pharaoh. Okay, so he went there and he interpreted the dream. Now, why king called him? He wanted to know the meaning for the dream. Yeah. So when Joseph went there, he explained the meaning of the dream. He said, first 7 years you have plenty of harvest, but second 7 years it will be a very severe famine. And the second 7 years famine will eat the whole 7 years good thing. So the country will be in big trouble. Now, is this a good news or bad news?
It's a bad news, right?
Okay. So, but did he explain the true meaning of the dream or not?
Yeah, he explained. Yeah.
If Joseph stopped there, he would have got some 2-3 golden coin and he would have went. Joseph never stopped there. He said, problem can be solved. If you appointed a wise man who can plan properly to save the first 7 years harvest, then we can use it for 7 years. And you can not only save your country, you can become a millionaire. He gave a plan to, it is a worst situation, but he gave an idea to make more money.
Yeah, more money.
Because the whole world will be in famine and they will come and buy everything with a higher price. That is what made him governor, not the interpretation. The interpretation never made Joseph governor, but the solution made him as a governor.
Governor. Oh, yeah.
You want to see the text? I'll go to Genesis chapter 41. Okay.
$41.37.
Now, first we'll see why.
Yes.
Okay, you read 15. Genesis 41:15.
Pharaoh just berkata kepada Moses, "Ini terong kerja Yet no sin assured terong kerja
So, why he called Joseph?
Yeah, because of his interpreter of dreams.
He called him to interpret the dream. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if you go to verse up to 41:32, he is interpreting the dream. See, from 25 to 32, interpretation of the dream. Okay, but in after 32, he is telling, 33, he is telling, you read 33. Now, therefore, let Pharaoh look out a man discreet and wise and set him over the land of Egypt. Then he is giving a solution for that. Let him appoint officers over the land and take up fifth part of the land of Egypt in the 7 years. And let them gather all the food of those good years that come and lay up corn under the hand of Pharaoh, and let them keep food in the cities. And that food shall be for store to the land against the 7 years of famine, which shall be in the land of Egypt, that the land perish not through the famine. So he gives a solution. Now, see the next verse. The thing that was good in the eyes of Pharaoh, and the Pharaoh said unto his servant, can we find such a one as this man? That solution only made him a governor, not the interpretation. So the gift is a tool, but solving the problem will make you powerful. So we are supposed to solve everybody's problem, others' problem. Is Jesus solved others' problem or not?
Yeah, he saw.
Whoever comes to him, nobody went empty-handed.
Yeah.
Whoever believes him, nobody has gone empty-handed. Whether it is sickness or psychological problem, financial problem, family issue, any issue you go to Jesus, he can solve. So we are children, we are supposed to solve people's problem. When somebody comes to us and we are unable to solve their problem, that means we are slow in some places in the spiritual growth. If a person comes for healing and we are unable to heal, then we are a little slow. We are not ahead of the time. We are a little slower than the required time. Anyway, I'm not going to that point. Now, this wisdom key, the size of the problem determines the size of the reward. And problem is not a block. Problem is a door for the growth. Because through the problem only, when you solve it, you will get the reward. But we think problem as a block or hindrance. Problem is a stepping stone for the victory. Or problem is the door for the promotion. Correct?
Yeah.
So your problem unlocks your future. It depends upon how you take it. If you think the problem is a problem, then it shuts your future. How you approach the problem is very important. When a problem comes, if a person thinks, oh my God, just now one gone, another one come. One is always with me. If you think like this, then it will be a block. It will not be a door for the future. See, the problem shows whether you are a winner or a loser. And problem is a divine announcement that your current assignment is over, you have to come to the next level. No, Sister Priya. Priya sister is laughing. Okay, so that's about the wisdom key. Your problem determines the size of your problem, determines the size of your reward. Goliath had a big problem, but he never thought that is a big problem, and he killed David killed Goliath, so he became a king. If David thought Goliath as a problem, he would have never become a king. Money does not change a person. Money does not change a person. It magnifies whatever you already have. Normally, world says when the money comes, people change. But that's not true. Money does not change you, but money magnifies what you already have in your heart. I'll explain to you. That is not able to accept. Huh? Now, a boy of 12 years old, a poor family, he is putting the newspaper to different houses and getting $15. Okay, he goes to his mother and give that $15. What the mother will do?
Your line got blocked, brother. We didn't hear properly that.
Are you able to hear me now?
Now it's okay.
Yeah, now it's okay.
Sometimes it's red.
Okay.
That time it's
Okay. A boy of 10-15 years old selling the newspaper and getting $15 money and going and giving mother. What the mother will do, a poor mother will do with that $15. She will go and buy some cake and eat on her own.
no.
So a mother give that to the son. She may give a good food or some special food or something to the child. Now the same boy grown up and he become wealthy. Now he gives $1,000 to mother. What the mother do? She will go and give to the grandchildren, ask them to buy something. Correct? Yes or no?
Grandchildren.
Yeah. Now, is the money change the character of the mother? No, no. Yes or no? Is it change the character of that mother?
No.
What is in her mind is coming out.
Coming out.
Magnified. Before she gave only to the son, now she
Now
more people, poor people to grandchildren also, and she has more money. Now,
yeah.
let's assume $50. You go and give somebody who used to drink. What this fellow will do? Immediately. Okay.
Yeah.
You give $500 to him. What he will do? He'll go and buy costly hard drinks. Instead of one, he will buy 3.
Yes. Yeah.
Now the money is not changing his heart. It is showing. It's magnifying.
Magnifying. Yeah.
Is it clear?
Yeah.
We say sometime when the poor people become suddenly rich, see, he is completely changed. He didn't change. That thought, everything was in his heart. When the money comes, it's coming out.
Yeah.
So magnifies your heart multi times.
True.
It's not changing the people's heart. Praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord.
12, Psalm 112, verse 1 to 3. Chapter 112, Psalm, verse 1 to 3. Blessed is the man that fear the Lord, that delight greatly in his commandment. His seed shall be mighty upon earth, the generation of the upright shall be blessed. Wealth and riches shall be in his house, and his righteousness endured forever. When a man when a man have a fear of God, then wealth and riches shall be in his house. Why? When a man's heart has a fear of God, when God gives wealth, it magnifies his good character. Yeah, it is not going to change his heart.
Yeah.
That's why when somebody is having a God-fearing person, God gives him more money. So money is not evil. Money is not for the money is evil. That's what Bible says. Money is not evil. The desire for money, the greed for the money is evil. Okay. Now, when you ask God for harvest, third point, third wisdom key. Dear sister, is it okay? Second point.
Yes, brother.
Okay, third point. Why you become dull? Still in the first point, huh?
Yes, brother.
Okay. I know that is a little hard. It is a little strong. Okay, third point. When you ask God for a harvest, he always asks for a seed. When you ask God for a harvest, he always asks from you a seed. God don't do anything of nothing. He has already did everything from nothing. But when you ask him, he will ask something from you. Now I'll give an example. There are 5,000 people to be fed. Jesus never brought food from heaven. He asked, do you have anything? He asked the disciple, go and feed them. Okay, there's one time. The second time he asked, do you have something to feed them? So then they gave 2 fish and 5 loaves. From there only he multiplied. So the harvest is multiplication for the 5,000 people, but the seed is 2 fish and 5 loaves. So when you ask something from God, he will ask you to give something to him. When you ask him to solve your financial problem of 10 lakhs, he will ask you to give your 10% to him. That's your seed. Okay. Now, there are so many examples in the Bible. Naaman went to Elisha. Yeah. Naaman thought, okay, Elisha will come out and he'll do some praise and worship, healing, prayer, everything, and he'll heal. He didn't come out of the house also. He said, you go and dip in the Jordan for 7 times. Now he got angry. Naaman got angry because he was a great soldier. And he was about to leave, but the servant requested him to do that. Then finally he dipped. The dipping is the seed. Since he gave that seed, he got the miracle. So when we ask,
that widow also, no, brother, that widow gave the roti to Elia.
yeah,
And then after that,
that's another example. When she was about to die, she's saying, we have only one
this much.
what bread for me, one for me. After that, we have to die. And he is telling, first give me one. How anybody is not angry, huh? So after telling, he is telling the promise of the Lord. In that situation, nobody can believe that. No, she's saying, I have 1 loaf and one for my son. After that, we are going to. And a stranger comes and says, okay, first give me one, and God will provide you rest of your life or rest of the famine. But that lady believed and gave him. That's a seed. And her problem for 3 years is taken care. Yeah. And the blind man, Jesus put spit on the ground, put the mud on the eyes. Immediately it didn't open. He said, okay, go and wash your eyes in the pool, Siloam pool. On the way, he got healed. That faith, action in faith is a seed.
That is the,
The action in faith is a seed. So whenever Jesus asks, when we are expecting some harvest, what is your action? That's a seed. In faith. Your action in faith is a seed for that harvest. Many times people don't do that action in faith. So they don't get the harvest.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good one. Even Jericho wall. Jericho wall, they want to destroy the Jericho wall. It's not just destroy. God told them to walk around that for 7 days. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that is a seed. So what the seed is small, but they did it in faith. And they took that Ark of the Covenant and walked the whole area for 7 days. If you carefully watch what they are doing now, they are supposed to break the wall. And what God asked them to do, to take this and walk around this. Is there any logic in that? There is totally no logic.
Yeah.
That is what I said. It's an action in faith.
Okay. Yes.
When you do that action in faith, that will bring the harvest. So when you ask God for a harvest, He will ask you for a seed in faith. Okay, wisdom key 4. Pain is not your enemy. Pain is your blessing. Don't go and tell to a cancer patient. He will kill you. Pain is not your enemy. Pain is your blessing.
No, we didn't get properly, brother, because you were stuck.
Okay, I'll just repeat once again. I said, don't tell this to a cancer patient. He will definitely get angry. Yeah. Pain is not your enemy. Pain is your blessing. Okay. Is pain is good or bad?
It's bad.
Okay. We think it's bad.
Sometimes it's hurt.
Okay. Now, heart attack comes without any pain. What will happen? Heart attack,
You don't know, you will die.
after death only will come to know, okay, this is heart attack.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So his pain is good or bad then?
It's bad.
It's a divine warning that something is out of order. Clear? Pain is not bad. The root cause of the pain is bad.
Yeah.
Now, if husband is not taking care of the wife and wife is hurt.
Excuse me, brother. Can I know how is the pain is like a blessing?
Yeah, I'll tell you.
How can we understand that?
Okay. Now, see, pain is a sign that something is not in order. Okay, if he suffered from with a child, drinking and is not good, mother is painful. No, if the son is not good, son is smoking, drinking, and moving with a bad company, it will be very painful for the mother. Okay, but unless otherwise she knew this, she will never correct the problem. So pain is an indication that something is not in proper place. Something is not working properly in their life. Now there is a problem between husband and wife. Yeah, there's a pain. Now because of that, it's an indicator basically telling that okay, the relationship, there is something wrong with the relationship. There are some people thinking that husband and wife are living very happily, and after 10 years they come to know husband has another wife. Is it more dangerous than first day if the wife had some suspicious acts? Which is better? If the first day wife had some incident happening from the husband, thinking, okay, there is something wrong with the husband, it may be painful, but she can stop it there. She can correct it there. There are, I know one of our relative, he's my uncle, and he used to drink. Then after some time, our wife and children said, okay, they should not drink because doctors advised him. Then after that, he stopped drinking. Okay, he come speak to them everything, but evening he goes and speak to. Settle in his house very early. Nearly 7-8 years after that, he died. When he died, only people came to know. Every day he used to drink in the night. So he used to go to his room and drink. Nobody knew. Okay. So if they know every day, they would have stopped it or something they would have done. But it was painful. Now there is no pain. They thought, okay, he's okay. He stopped drinking. But he didn't stop drinking. He was continuing drinking, and then after some years, he died. Now it's a big pain. At the death of my uncle's death, the auntie would have cried. No, what she was telling, my husband hidden this from me. If I know, I would have stopped it. So pain is an indicator there is something wrong in the body, or something wrong in the relationship, or something wrong in your life. So
it's like something giving a warning to your
yes,
body, right?
It's a
warning sign.
Yes. So it's a warning sign. We should know it is good. Warning sign is not a problem. We have to find the problem. With the warning sign only we can locate the problem.
Okay.
Okay. Now let's assume a family, two children. They have a 2-bedroom hall. Children are not coming to the hall at all. When a father goes and opens the door, children are hiding the laptop.
Yeah, like addicted.
Now, what warning it is
technology.
giving? What warning it is giving? There is something wrong with the children. Yeah. Okay, so it gives pain, but the root is not this pain. The root is something else. But it gives an indication, warning that something wrong with your children.
Yes.
Yeah. If you go to many children, they never show the monitor screen. No, they always sit on the other side, so that you cannot see your monitor. What it shows, there is something wrong. So these are the indicators. Like pain is also an indicator. Yeah. So when the pain comes, we should find out. Okay, for example, there is a headache coming. Okay. What people do, they take painkiller. Painkiller will remove the pain. It won't solve the root of the problem. There are many brain tumor cases. They come to know only at the last stage, thinking that this is a normal headache. There are many people went to very serious situation or died because they thought it is a normal pain. So they normally used to take some medicine. They forget it, take medicine. When it is too much, unbearable, they go to the doctor. The doctor says, no, there is a tumor in your head. Now it is too late. Okay. So there is no point in just removing the pain. The pain is an indicator there is something wrong in your life. We have to remove that cause, root cause. Okay. If there is a financial problem in our family, or there is a relationship problem in our family, whatever may be the problem, that means there is some root problem is there. This is outside problem. The internal problem is something else. So this gives a warning. There is some problem in your life. So pain is good because it is a divine warning to your life that something is not in order in your life. Praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord.
Yes. And even I think we discussed this one also, sir. What you speak will grow. That's also wisdom key only. What you speak will grow. If you speak about the problem will grow.
Yeah, that's true.
So, yes, when you speak, you are seeding. When you speak, you are sowing a seed. It multiplies. That's why we should not say negative to the children. We should not criticize too much. It should be constructive. In my opinion, if your children have only 20% good quality, 80% bad quality, you just praise the 20% quality. Okay, for example, if your wife has only 20% good character, 80% bad character, normally what the husband says, he points that 80%. Oh, you're not good in this, your food is not okay, this, your mother is not okay. What will happen? That 80 will become 100. Correct? Instead of that, if the husband speaks only about the 20, oh honey, you are very nice, your looks beautiful, what will happen? Whatever he says, that will grow, and the rest one will automatically erase. This is out of faith. When you go on speaking this, the negative will go automatically. You speak the positive, not the positive, the blessing, the truth. You speak the truth with faith, the negative will go. It works very, this is very, very important. I practically apply this in my life, in the house, in my office also. Sometime in the office we miss, but in the house I follow always. My daughter is a good example. There are 32 students in my daughter's class when she was studying 7th or 8th standard, and she was a 26th rank, 26 from first. So behind her only 6 people. Okay, I asked her, okay, what is your mark? She said, marks. How many people behind you? 6. Oh, good. You are 6 ahead of 6 people. Very good. My wife got very angry. You are not scolding her, and you are appreciating this. Then after some time, she become 14th or 15th in the class. Now I said, wow, what a wonderful thing, great growth. I was praising this, my wife was still angry. Then she came up to second or second rank or third rank. Okay. Now in many subjects she comes first. So what you speak, it will grow. Jesus never said anything negative about anybody. Even the adulterous woman, Jesus never said anything bad. He never said anyone sinner. Yeah. He said, woman, go with peace. Correct, no? Jesus never criticized anybody. There's only one place Jesus get angry, when people don't believe him. That's the only place Jesus get angry. Otherwise, Jesus never say anything bad about it. But he never said anything bad about anybody. So we are supposed to speak life. We are supposed to speak truth with faith. It will grow. A good example, Jesus caught 4 disciples from the shore, and he said, you are the light of the world. He said this in Matthew chapter 5. Correct, no? In the beginning of his ministry, they were just freshly from the seashore, and they had all bad habits like more than us. Jesus told them, you are the light of the world. Is it worked or not? It's worked. So he declared out of faith. When they were not, like they were in darkness, he said, you are the light of the world. So we should follow that. So whatever you declare in faith, it will happen. Many people declare in faith negative things. No, brother, it won't work. And it will work. It won't work because they are telling out of faith. From the bottom of the heart, they are saying, this fellow will never change, and he will never change. Once my brother, he went to some place and he saw 2 girls who used to come to his ministry. 2 girls. And he asked that girls, you said your father is a drunkard. Is he there in the house? And the girl said, yeah, my father is there in the house. Okay, I'll come and meet him. I'll pray for him. And the 2 girls were laughing. Brother, don't waste your time. You'll never change. Now, whose faith stopped him to come out of the problem? It is this girl's faith. They have no faith that their father will ever change. They are coming for the prayer meeting. They are very regular to the prayer. When a preacher comes and saying, okay, I'll come and pray for your father, they are saying, no, don't waste your time, brother. See, where is the faith? So what they speak is always negative. So speak, whatever you speak, it grows. You speak blessing, the blessing will grow. You speak good thing, the good thing will grow. If you speak the bad thing will grow. But normally people criticize, no? They speak about the bad thing. What they don't like in a person, they speak. But that will increase instead of decreasing. So always speak good thing and the good thing will grow. Okay, that's the fifth one. If you want the sixth one, speak what you want to see. Don't speak what you see. Speak what you want to see.
Is this fifth one? Fifth one is the seed, right? The fourth one is the seed, right?
Fourth one is the seed, yes.
Okay, fifth one.
What you speak will grow.
Yeah, that is the fifth
That
one.
is the fifth.
What you speak will grow. Correct, no? Yeah, fifth one.
Fifth one. Okay.
The sixth one is don't speak what you see, speak what you want to see. It is similar to the previous one. In other words, what you see in your eyes, don't say that. Suppose you're seeing something bad, don't say it is bad. It will become bad. If you see bad, don't say it is bad. What you want to see good, you tell it is good. Out of faith. It's not lie. When you say in faith, that's what Jesus said. No, Jesus saw his disciples in darkness. They had all bad habits. But Jesus wanted to see them as a light for the world. So he spoke what he wanted to see.
Yeah.
A good example is Genesis chapter 1 verse 2 and 3. Genesis chapter 1 verse 2. And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. So the whole earth was shapeless and it was dark. Now, if we were in the, okay, we are not supposed, it won't be nice. If a normal person is there, what you would have said? When he was, suppose he was there in the beginning of the world and there is no shape, nothing, it's all confusion, darkness. What he would have said? Oh my God, everything is bad, or everything is dark, no shape. What would have happened? It will become still dark. When God saw a shapeless earth and dark earth, he never said, oh, everything is dark. If God opened his mouth and said everything is dark, what would happen? It become pitch black, like my t-shirt. Okay. But God opened his mouth and said, let there be light. What he wanted to see, he said. He never spoke what he saw. So always speak what you want to see in faith. If your business is down, if somebody asks, how is your business? Don't tell my business is down. It will go down. You say, it is going fantastic. I am prospering. Now we are not lying, we are telling in faith. Okay. Once I went to on retreat. I met one driver. Okay, he's a driver in the prayer group. So he bring the people from the railway station free to the retreat center, like that. So I met him. Somebody introduced him. I shook my hand. I asked him, okay, how are you, brother? Oh, I am fantastic. I'm excellent, marvelous, blessed. He said 5 minutes about his all. No, I was just looking at him. See, when he says like that, what will happen? He will be blessed.
Yeah.
This is what he is confessing always. And many years ago, I met one American in the project meeting. So after the business discussion, we were discussing, he was asking about how many child you have. I said, I have one. Then I asked him, how many you have? God blessed me with 4 child, which is a better answer. It's a blessing.
God bless me.
From that day, I decided, oh my God, I made a big mistake. I should have never said like that.
Like that.
So answer is same, but the way in which you say, it reflects your heart. He received his children from the hands of God. At that time, I never received my children from the hands of God. That shows the difference. Okay, this is almost some 18, 19 years ago. Okay. So speak what you want to see. Don't speak what you see. Okay, so with this we'll close. Okay, sister. Any prayer request? Where is our Shashika brother?
Brother, I have a doubt, brother. Brother, wisdom key 1, Joseph is giving the solution to the problem.
Yes.
How do I grow to the level where I get I'm able to discern the solution for the problem?
One simple answer is, whatever problems comes in your way, you have the solution in yourself.
The solution is within me only.
Yeah. If God brings somebody to us, that means the solution is, He has given that solution inside of us already.
Oh, okay.
If we are not giving that solution to that person, either we are late or we are unaware of that. Or we are thinking we are too small. Okay. Because there are some of the healings which when I pray, it didn't happen. I talked to a greatest preacher I know. They who do great healing and all. But nothing happened when I took that same person to that place, nothing happened.
Okay.
Then Holy Spirit said, if I bring somebody to you, you are supposed to heal him.
Okay.
Okay, it is your responsibility. I have given you that gift. If you are not doing it, either you are not believing that, okay, or you are late. You are lacking in something. You are lazy in something. Yeah, I'll give a good example. One day I took my spiritual elder. I was in a business office time. I met my spiritual elder on the way, so he was in my car. It's around evening 4 o'clock, so I have to meet one customer. Then I have to go home. So he's a very close friend of mine. So I said, brother, you come with me. We'll also go to the same place. Okay. So the spiritual elder came with me. We went and met that person. And after the business meeting is over, my spiritual and that person are from the same state, both from Kerala. So I introduced my spiritual elder to that person. So they were talking in Malayalam, everything. Then he said, I told about my spiritual elder. He is gifted and all those things. Then he asked a couple of questions. And he answered. And certain things which was bothering him for many years, he was able to reveal that in fraction of seconds. Then that fellow said, I stopped praying, I stopped going to church because that person's father was one of a great preacher in Kerala. He was very close to the famous preachers in the founding father of Divine Retreat Center. He was with them in the ministry. But suddenly one day by heart attack he died. And he does not know, this boy does not know at that time why it happened to my father. He was so close to Jesus, he did so many ministries, but why Jesus took my father's life? That was his problem. And my spiritual elder revealed certain things and explained to him in 5-10 minutes, and he was healed. And he said, okay, from now I'll stick on to God. He said 3 years, it is 2.5 years, it was hunting in his mind. So after the meeting I came out. Then I said, brother, you are super. Because this fellow was 2.5 years, does not know how to handle this, and he went to so many preachers. You solved it within fraction of second. You know, his face never changed. He was very serious. He said, Gilbert, 2.5 years this fellow was searching for me.
Yeah.
Only now That is why God brought me today to meet this fellow. If I have grown to this level 2.5 years ago, Jesus would have brought me 2.5 years ago to this fellow.
Yeah, it's
See?
true.
So that's the difference in approach. See, that is why they're doing. If we were in that place, we would have been, see, good. But they thinking in a different way. That's why they're growing faster. Okay. Okay, good. God bless you all.